One of his better days this season. Oh, what the? So the Giants just lost to the Chargers 37-21, but don't let that score deceive you because the Giants scored 14 of those 21 points in garbage time, and they only scored 7 points through the first 3 quarters of a football game while their defense could not stop the Chargers offense. You guys know I love Herbie. Big Herbie fan. Herbie's my favorite player who's not on the Giants. I love him. He absolutely shredded this Giants defense. He shredded this Giants secondary. I mean, that throw to Guyton, that touchdown throw to Guyton was a thing of beauty. I mean, he just let that thing fly. He was about to get hit too when he let that thing fly. He did get hit after. Beautiful throw. I just had to say that was like one of the most amazing throws I've seen this season. Just had to say shout out to Herbie, shout out to the fellow Herbie stands that are subscribed. So yeah, I'll say this. Losing to the Chargers was probably the most painful way to lose as a Giants fan because I like Herbie. But the Giants absolutely stink right now. Speaking from a Giants perspective right now. They absolutely stink. Yes, I know Mike Glennon is that quarterback. But the offense is just so discombobulated. I use this word a lot when I'm talking about this offense because that's what it is. How does Kadarius Toney, I know he didn't play today and he hasn't been playing, Kadarius Toney or Kenny Golladay, how do neither of those guys have a touchdown? How does Kenny Golladay still not have a touchdown? He played today. I think he had 1 catch today, and maybe that was in garbage time. Don't quote me on that. But he really wasn't involved in this game. It's so bad. Saquon, he had a pretty solid day. One of his better days this season. Oh, what is going on here? My ring light just decided to go off. Let me fix that. It's that kind of day, as a Giants fan. It's just that kind of day. I'm not even gonna edit that out because that just summarizes the day. But the Giants offense is just so bad. Saquon, he had a decent day, right? Like one of his better days this season, but I wouldn't call it a good day for Saquon 2 days ago, right? And the other thing is the Chargers have a horrendous run D. So you have to take that into consideration too. Even though he did have a few big runs, he was also getting hit behind the line of scrimmage a ton. And I know some of that comes down to the offensive line, but I'm just concerned about Saquon. I really am. I really am. I don't know if he's 100% healthy. I don't know. I know no one is really 100% healthy at this point in the season, but I'm very concerned about Saquon. The coaching, especially on offense, is just horrendous. I don't know why Joe Judge should be the head coach next season. There's no reason for me to believe Joe Judge should be the head coach next season. Will the Giants keep Joe Judge as a head coach? I don't know, because the Giants will do a bunch of things I don't agree with, right? But he just should not be a head coach in the NFL. I mean, that fake punt was executed absolutely terribly, and he's a special teams coordinator. Like, the wide receivers were, in coverage. It wasn't like you tricked them perfectly. It seemed like the Chargers knew what was coming, right? It seemed like the Chargers knew what was coming with that fake punt. It was just a terribly executed fake punt. Just so many terribly executed plays. The play design in offense is just absolutely bad. Just like, oh, pitch the ball here, pitch the ball there. And then it goes for a loss. Or no, it went for incomplete pass thrown at, I think, Saquon's feet behind the line of scrimmage. It was just like nothing was working on offense. This team is just so bad offensively. Defensively, I mean, Herbie just shredded them, but the offense is really the real problem here. I'm surprised they didn't put Jake Fromm in heading into the fourth quarter. When you've only scored 7 points and you're down by so much, why don't you put the third string guy in who's younger than Mike Glennon? I understand he hasn't been on the team that long. I understand he might not know the whole playbook yet, but you're asking him to play 15 minutes of football. I feel like that would be okay. Why are you so insistent on sticking with Mike Glennon? I'm not saying start Jake Fromm for the whole game, but when the game is so out of reach, and you can put in a younger guy and maybe give them a little spark or just see what this guy has to offer, why don't you do that? Why are you like, oh, we must stick with Mike Glennon. We must stick with him. I don't understand. This team is just, at this point, I'm looking forward to the draft. I just need to say that. At this point, they lost. Do I really care? No, because I want the good draft pick. The season is so over, and I need big changes to happen. And sometimes I feel like if, they win a few games at the end of the season, those big changes might not happen. But I need the changes to happen. I need a new head coach for the Giants. I need a new GM for the Giants. I need, a whole organizational rebuild. I would love for them to get a new stadium, too. Actually move back into New York. Build a stadium in Queens or something. That'd be great. They're not going to do that because MetLife was just built. But I'm saying, literally, rebuild this whole organization. Do a little rebrand if you have to. I don't know, just totally fix this organization. Clearly it worked for the Chargers. They moved from San Diego to LA. I know some Chargers fans might not like that, but you know, they moved to LA, got a new stadium, little redesign with the jerseys, got the navy jerseys, and then they got the yellow pants, you know, really slick design with the new logo and all that. Well, the logo's the same, but the jerseys have like a sleeker design in my opinion. Maybe the Giants need to do something like that. But I mean, the main thing they need to do is find a quarterback, because like that's actually what the Chargers did when they found Justin Herbert, and that clearly worked. Because once you find a quarterback that's really good, you'll be like set in the NFL. Like you'll be at least competitive in every game. And an offensive line. Giants still need that too. But the Chargers rebuilt their offensive line in months, it seems like. Last season, the Chargers offensive line was not that good. They drafted Slater, who the Giants could have drafted. No, they drafted him. He's playing great at the left tackle spot. You know, this offensive line is playing way better than last season for the Chargers. All that. Oh, the Giants are just really bad, guys. Am I that upset about it? No, it's just like they stink, and I'm used to them stinking, and it's just like it is what it is. So what am I gonna do about it? Because, yeah, they just stink. I don't know. I'm looking forward to the draft. I'm happy they have 2 first-round picks, and hopefully those two first-round picks will be the start of something. Hopefully. But I shouldn't get my hopes up. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. Make sure to drop a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. Peace.